Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 Initiation doesn't really feel like a Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. This isn't a slasher movie, and although it takes place during Christmas, and there's a bit of festive imagery, the movie itself is about a coven of witches that worship Lilith, and it's a surrealist body horror story that has nothing to do with Christmas. Silent Night, Deadly Night feels tacked on. Just throw in a few decorations and make the movie you want to make. So, for a lot of people, especially when it was first released, they hated it. It was the black sheep. But if you separate it from its slasher roots, and you view it on its own, as a movie simply called Initiation, it's fantastic. We follow Kim, an aspiring journalist that isn't given any respect at work. She's simply the calendar girl, and she's asked to make coffee. But she wants to write an actual story, specifically about a woman that spontaneously combusted and fell off a rooftop. But the story is given to her boyfriend Hank, because he has a penis. Well, screw that. She decides to go off on her own. In the same building where the alleged suicide took place, she meets Fema, who gives her a copy of Initiation of the Virgin Goddess, and invites her to an afternoon picnic, and then kisses her. From this point on, Kim is going to start tripping balls. Suddenly her apartment is filled with bugs, and she starts getting really sick. And throughout the movie, things are only going to get worse. Initiation has a lot of shock value, and a lot of disgusting imagery. But seriously, the visual effects with all the goo in the puppetry, and all the creativity and variety, this is just an extremely entertaining movie with a lot of charm. It shouldn't come as a surprise that this is from the same director as Society. For a straight-to-video movie, this is extremely well crafted, with a lot of passion and a moderately famous cast giving really solid performances. The writing is also really sharp too. Not only is there this steady escalation with the coven, but there's also this heavy theme of sexism, with most of the men in the movie being absolutely terrible. But her boyfriend Hank actually kinda comes around, and makes an effort to support her, which creates this sort of internal conflict with her new support group, as she starts getting everything that she wished for. But now it's time for the initiation. The witches send Ricky to retrieve Kim for the ritual. While Kim and Hank are having sex, Ricky comes in and starts watching Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, which is just brilliant. And there's a big scuffle. Ricky tries to break into the bathroom to grab Kim, and winds up stabbing Hank repeatedly. Kim gets taken and has a experience, and she's told that she has to make a sacrifice or she will combust. Well, we can't sacrifice Hank, so why not kill Hank's younger brother? Kim doesn't like that. She contacts the police to report Hank's murder, but her apartment is completely spotless. No blood, no forced entry, and no broken mirror in the bathroom, which we lingered on earlier in the movie, so we knew that it was broken. All of the crazy and spectacular special effects aside, this is actually my favorite shot in the entire movie. Kim tries to run from her problems, from the coven, from Ricky, but she can't escape their grasp. She's also starting to burn up. While in agonizing pain, she gives in. She'll kill the kid. So she kidnaps Lonnie, and Ricky makes sure we get a festive kill, and it's now time to make the sacrifice. But Kim can't do it. She ends up killing Fema, and using her as the vessel, which frees her from the curse. And we have a happily ever after. Except, Hank and the kid's dad is dead, but who cares? I'm actually really happy to say that Initiation is quite possibly the best movie in the franchise. It's a bit like Halloween 3. It's a departure from what's been done in the past, but for what it is, in its execution, it's a terrific and fully realized movie. Sure, maybe it's a bad Christmas movie, but it's a good horror movie. It's inspired, it's interesting, it's grotesque, it's well rounded and a ton of fun. It's just a good movie.